Okay guys, so the general warm-up is done. Now I will warm up with the purple resistance band to assess my explosiveness of the day, because as we all know, it can vary from day to day, week to week when it comes to muscle ups. So let's find out. Okay, so that felt kind of good. First reps, even with the resistance bands, never feels good because it's like a warm-up. I feel stiff, but it usually gets better as I warm up. I'll just do a few more sets of the purple band. So the last video I made, we had great weather here in Sweden. It was like 22 degrees Celsius. It was so nice. I thought the summer was here, but it's very cold again. It's like 10 degrees Celsius. So I need to focus more on the warm-up, to not injure myself or any unnecessary things like that. And earlier today, this morning, I had a online coaching call with a muscle up client. He called me from Italy and it was like a live coaching call. So I joined his muscle up workout and gave him a few technique tips that I want to share with you in this video. It's like very common, not mistakes, but very common like bad habits. I want to share those tips and keys with you here as well. Alright, I'll switch to the black band for some more warm-up sets. So basically I think he's been training for about 3-4 months on his own, and actually he made very good progress, but he told me he felt stuck in the journey because he didn't progress as fast as he wanted to. When you're warming up, be sure to like scan the body for some small pains or aches or something like that, and then you can address them more before your workout sets. Like for instance, now I felt my right shoulder, in front of my right shoulder, was a little bit sore, so I'll just warm it up a little bit more before the actual work set. Okay, so the first mistake that he did, I mean, he actually worked himself up from the green band to the purple band, and he could do like 5 to 6 reps with the purple band. But what I saw in his technique is that he could actually have advanced so much more if he had incorporated the right technique from the beginning, because he was actually making the muscle up harder for himself. And this is a very common mistake that I've seen so many times. And of course I did it myself as well. And that is the pull-up timing. We think that we need a big swing for the muscle up. We have an idea that it makes the muscle up easier, but it actually just promotes bad form, and it actually makes the muscle up harder in the long run. I'll show you what he did. He basically initiated a swing like this. Okay, swinging his lower body like this, and he was pulling here. And he could actually muscle up with that technique. Maybe I exaggerated it a little bit, but basically that was it. When I asked him to use less of a swing and pull a little bit later or a lot later, he could manage 5 with the black band. So he like graduated from the purple to the black band, and before he wasn't able to do 1 with the black band. So what he did was he decreased the swing and pull up later like this. So try to implement that in your own muscle ups. Try to decrease the swing a little bit if you notice that you have a lot of swing, because when you do that, you also have a more efficient bar path. You want to be as close to the bar as possible. When you're swinging too much, you will actually pull further away from the bar and then try to transition. Moving on to bodyweight muscle ups. So the second tip I gave him was actually 2 things. As I always tell you in these videos, make sure you can rotate your hands around the bar freely. He was actually using chalk, which made it harder for him to actually get over the bar. So I gave a suggestion that he skip the chalk for this session and that he should pull with his biceps. That was the cues. And that actually made it much easier for him to get over the bar. So I suggest you can also try that. If you've been doing muscle ups with chalk, just do them without chalk and try to pull with your biceps. And as usual, I'm just doing singles with body weight to get warmed up. Feels kind of good. I'm a little bit more stiff today, a little bit more jointy today. Felt more in my joints, but not too bad. Okay, one more with body weight, then I'll move on to 2 kilos. Alright, 2 kilo ankle weights are on. First rep felt good. As I said, a little bit stiff, a little bit sore. We'll work with it. It's not too bad. So another tip I gave my muscle up client was, he told me he's been doing muscle ups and explosive pull-ups like 4 days per week. That's too much. I recommend maybe two days per week for your muscle up training. For most of us, we can't recover from like 3 to 4 days per week doing explosive work. He didn't see any progress anymore either. So my tip was to just reduce the amount of days working out to 2 days per week. And we will have another session next month and he'll tell me the results. But I'm quite sure, he will have much greater results from reducing that kind of volume. So one more rep with 2 kilos and then moving on to the work set with 4 kilos. Four kilos. I'll do the usual, the pyramid set, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. For some people that might be boring, but for me it's important to keep to the same routine and just increasing weights. Because otherwise, if I would jump around in different routines, it's harder for me to track results. So if I were, for example, wanting to do higher reps, maybe I would choose a pyramid up to 5 and down. But now, because I just want to increase strength, I'll just use a pyramid up to 3 and down. 2 muscle ups. 1, 2. Felt a little bit more heavy today than usual, but that's just how it is with training and especially muscle ups. Yeah, let's see if I manage 3. Okay guys, I'm not confident at all that I will get this, but I will try my best. And when I'm feeling, a little bit weaker, it's very important to think about the technique before doing the actual muscle up, keeping the technique as, tight as possible. 3 muscle ups with 4 kilos. 1. 2. Okay, let's see. Willpower. 3. Oof. Okay, so I barely got the 3, so I rested a little bit more than usual, like 5 minutes to recover a little bit more. So let's see if I can finish this pyramid. So I'll do 2 reps. 1, 2. Let's finish this pyramid. 1 rep left. For me, this just means that 4 kilos is perfect for me at the moment. The days where I feel, stronger, it's kind of easy, or like medium hard. And today, when I feel weaker, I can still manage it, but it's much harder. So I'll stay here for a while with 4 kilos. And if you want to know my 3 best methods to learn the muscle up, just click the video right here.